Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. For today's video, since it's almost back to school time, I thought it would be a good idea to do. I have my IUP alumni shirt on. I graduated last year, 2019, with a bachelor's degree. I majored in fashion merchandising and minored in marketing, so I am pretty smart, you guys. Well, I lived in the dorms because I prefer to be on campus. Dorms are expensive though, so if you are trying to save money, look for an apartment because you can get roommates and then it winds up being so much more cheaper versus $4,000 a semester, which is crazy. I know for IUP, they require freshmen to live in the dorms the first year, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if every college requires that, but at least mine did. And I know for this year, they're only letting freshmen in certain groups of majors go back because of COVID. So this video is pretty much for freshmen, I guess. I have my little book here, like things I wanted to include. Obviously, regular back to school essentials, you need like notebooks, pencils, pens, highlighters, all of your school supplies, you need that. The thing I would recommend for sure is getting a planner just to write everything down for assignments due, exams coming up, midterms coming up. You're gonna need to remember that, and even if you think you're gonna remember it, you're not going to. It doesn't have to be a planner. It could literally be a notebook like this where you just write assignment due in psychology. Go to Walmart, go to Staples, go get that shit. Alright, so this one, it's kind of up there. I would recommend buying a calculator, but buy one of those basic ones that you can do addition and subtraction. I refuse to buy that T1i, whatever the fuck it's called, that expensive ass calculator that can do all these crazy fucking equations. I only needed it for one class, maybe two classes I needed it for. I know one year I used my roommate's calculator, and then the next year I only needed it for one class again, but thankfully I only ever needed it for an exam, and in the math department they let you borrow it as long as like you gave them. So I would give them like my student ID card because obviously I'd have to return my calculator to get my card back. But unless you are in a major that like you know you absolutely need that calculator, I would not make the investment in buying it. I would recommend getting either some type of laptop or a computer. I had my Mac, but I wound up getting a laptop I think my sophomore year. My accounting class, we had to take an exam on our laptop, and I'm like, bitch, I don't have one. So I didn't want to tell her that because I was kind of, I'm like, what college student doesn't have a laptop? So I just bought one, which I'll go get it. Because literally like a Google Chrome laptop or something, I don't know. I was not making this crazy investment in a laptop for one class though. Have I used this thing since college? No. So this, I just bought stickers for it one day, but it's just an Acer Google Chrome laptop. It's a little dusty, so it just looks like this. I don't know what they're gonna do anymore with like group projects and stuff. That was helpful for doing group projects because if you're gonna meet up with the people at the library, chances are they're gonna bring their laptop. Obviously the library has computers, but you don't want to go on the computer and then have them sitting somewhere else. So I would recommend definitely to just get a laptop because it's so much easier because you can bring it everywhere. If you're the type of person that likes to type your notes, it's also helpful for that. If you don't have the money, there's a library. There are other resources on campus that will have computers for you. So in all the dorm buildings for IUP, they have little computer labs that are free to use. And going along with the computer, if you're gonna get a computer, probably get a printer. I'm just talking from my experience, by the way. They have printers on campus, but you had to pay, I think it was like 5 cents every page. And that might not sound like a lot, but printing 20 pages for your nursing class, that's already $1. And if you have to keep, that's just 1 week. If you want to keep doing it for the rest of the semester, it's gonna add up. Look into getting a printer. I wasn't printing 20 pages worth of stuff. I'm like, I'll write all this stuff down. Get scissors too, that's kind of random. Scissors, stapler, tape. I got Dollar Tree scissors. Also, get your textbooks. The minute that you can view what class you're in, what requirements you need for the class, if you're waiting and you're like, oh, I just want to see if we're actually gonna need it, wait until I go to school, just get them. Literally order them in the summer. You and probably 100 other people or more than that are gonna need that textbook, so either it's gonna be sold out or someone is gonna be reselling it at a crazy price. So it might have been $20, but now it's $150 because you waited. Don't buy your textbooks on campus because campus bookstores, they are on some next level shit with their prices. I bought from Amazon, Chegg, ABE Books, whatever it's called, eBay. I still have some of my textbooks. These are just 2 that I have. It was on Chegg at one point. This one I made the mistake my freshman year. I didn't know, so I completely forgot about textbooks and everything, so I wound up buying this from the co-op IUP. Thanks guys. I learned shortly after my first semester to buy that shit online, search around, compare prices. I know there are some websites that literally will compare the prices for you for a certain book. Get a backpack as well. This was my backpack in college, especially if you have classes back to back, or even if you just don't feel like running back home. That way you can carry everything with you. It has just like a little thing on the front to put pencils. I put my student ID card there, a side little thing because I always carried water with me. It makes life so much easier when you just have everything in your bag. Dorm room things that I recommend. We're gonna start off first with a laundry basket. My laundry basket has wheels on it, not like one that you carry, one you can literally roll. This is embarrassing, but I'm doing it for you guys. You can see it's tall, but it has little wheels on it. The things I learned from going to college after my freshman year, because I had like boxy tote bag that I carried that would be so heavy, this high, so the laundry would be falling out. I got that at Bed Bath & Beyond. Usually your college will write online or show you pictures of like what's in the dorm room. Mine had a mini fridge out in the kitchen. If you have a roommate, you had to share it with them. If you know that you're gonna have a lot of stuff that you want to put in the fridge, then maybe get your own. Or if your dorm room just doesn't have a mini fridge, definitely get one then. The next thing you weren't allowed to have, but I had one, was an ironing board. I would recommend getting one, just hiding it. But they do dorm room checks and whatever, for whatever reason. I really don't know why. I always had to hide my iron and my ironing board so it didn't get taken. A utility cart, a little rolly cart you can put stuff on. So for storage, if you don't have extra space. For your bed, obviously you're gonna need everything, like a comforter, sheets. They don't give you this stuff. I remember I went to orientation. They had said to bring, literally you're moving in for like the 2 days that you're at orientation, so you needed towels, bed sheets, a blanket, pillows. They did not give you anything. They barely gave you toilet paper. The beds, you can buy, I guess, your own mattress and put it on top, because all they really have is like this little foam mattress thing. Honestly, after sleeping on that for 3 years, I was comfortable as hell. I'm not gonna lie. What I got for my bed, just because I didn't want to put my sheets directly onto this like rubber pad sort of thing, it's called a mattress pad, but all it is just basically a cover, and it has a little bit of like stuffing in it just to make it a little bit more comfier. Also with your bed, I would recommend, if you can, put it higher. A lot of dorm beds, you can change the height of it, so do that just so that you can have space underneath your bed. Depending on how high your bed is and your height, look into maybe getting a stool, like a little step stool. It might sound dumb, but depending on how high it is, bitch, you might have to be climbing up there. I would recommend getting totes. I know some people use cardboard boxes, but get totes. Ones you see them all the time at Walmart or Target, because you can keep them then. So I kept 2 in my room and then I sent the rest home with my mom. So I had one just for towels and stuff, because where are you gonna keep your towels, girl? I know y'all might think you have all this space, because I bought all this stuff for my dorm room. I'm like, oh, I have a mini apartment. Then you get there and it's like, oh my god, take all this stuff back home because I don't have any room for it. I had another tote that just had extra stuff, so extra toiletries, like shampoo, conditioner, all that stuff I just kept under there as well. Unless you know your roommate is like your friend. Either way, bring your own stuff. Whether you want to share it with them, that's on you, but you're still gonna need your own stuff. So my roommate was a weirdo. Just kidding, she's my best friend now, but she had like an allergy to soap. I'm allergic to everything. She can only use certain hand soaps. I just let her use her own. I didn't want to use her Bath & Body scented fucking expensive soap, so I would use like my 99-cent Walmart one. Plates and silverware and stuff like that. Make sure you're bringing like sponges, obviously, like dish soap, all that. Like, don't go in there thinking you're going into a hotel and they have like toiletries and everything set up for you, because they don't, okay? So like, I'm gonna go now like more so into like the bathroom. You're gonna need a shower curtain, you're gonna need a shower mat, or like a bath mat. Need shower hooks if they're not on the shower already. Some sort of shower caddy, so either one that goes over your shower head, one that stands in the shower. With the dorm bathroom, it was just a little spot here and a little spot there that could probably fit 2 things. You can also get the one that you carry with you if you prefer that, if you don't want to leave your stuff in the shower. Garbage in the bathroom, toilet brush, toilet plunger. You're gonna need towels and washcloths. Moving to like the kitchen area, ours we had a microwave. You're not allowed to have a toaster. Get snacks and drinks, condiments, so like ketchup and stuff like that. I personally did not eat ramen. I know a lot of college students live off of ramen. I'd rather make a sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, versus eating ramen. Crackers or fruit snacks or something that you can throw in your bag for if you get hungry. Kitchen garbage can. I personally would not recommend it, just because if you and your roommate are both sharing it, they're gonna fill that shit up and they're never gonna take out the garbage. This is another thing I learned my freshman year. My roommate would fill the garbage with her pizza boxes. This shit would be on the floor and she never cleaned it up. Then eventually I just got rid of the garbage. My freshman year was a struggle. Honestly, I hated college. Got better my sophomore year, but I had the worst roommates. I switched like 3 times. They were just always so dirty. My second one had the cops come because she was smoking weed in the door. I was fully prepared to drop out of college my freshman year. If you're into smoothies or some shit, you can bring a blender, Keurig. I know a lot of people bring that if they make coffee, but I don't like hot coffee. I was always going to Einstein's to get my iced coffee, or what they call it, like cold brew. So moving into the bedroom with IUP, things they supplied for the bedroom, they gave you a desk, a chair, a dresser, bed, and then you also had a closet. You're gonna need to bring hangers, but I learned this also from like Pinterest. Leave all your clothes on the hangers and just put it in a garbage bag, put the bag over the clothes and bring it like that, because then that way you don't have to pack your hangers because they take up so much space, and you can literally just throw your clothes on top of shit. It doesn't take up any space folding them. I also got over the door plastic hangers just to hang up like a towel, maybe like an outfit that I wanted to wear the next day. I also put like laundry stuff in my closet, so Tide Pods, dryer sheets, fabric softener all went up top. I kept like extra bed sheets and pillowcases there, which I would also recommend getting more than one bed sheet, because if you want to wash your sheets, they typically have a couple laundry rooms throughout your dorm building. If it's the weekend, typically everyone's doing their laundry, and if you want to just wash your bed sheets quick, that's not happening. It's going to take a while to do that. I know a lot of websites that make like back to school lists, they say bring a certain amount of clothes. For me, the reason I brought so much is because I live 5 hours away from my college. So if I needed a certain outfit or a certain pair of shoes, there was no running home and getting it and bringing it back. So I brought everything with me. I emptied out my room, brought it with me to college. Buy an umbrella, like a little one you can buy at Walmart. I actually bought it during my orientation. Small enough that I could literally put it in the side pouch of my backpack and then just leave it there. Going back to like the bathroom area, you can get a toothbrush holder if you want. I always kept my toothbrush in my room because even if you trust your roommates, you never know, they might have friends come over when you're not there. Now moving over to like my desk area, I ended up bringing another chair. I brought my vanity, so it was like a little small IKEA desk that fit perfectly in my room. I got like a little area rug. It was really like a big bath mat. The carpet in your dorm room is cement with fabric over top of it. You can also get desk organizer. My desk, I would just have like my folders and my notebooks, pens, pencils, highlighters, stapler, tape, scissors, crayons, markers. Also something random, depending on what you have, you might need batteries. I always need batteries for my keyboard and my mouse. Bring like medication, so whatever medication that you're on, Advil, Tylenol, Benadryl. I also really liked index cards. I had like a weird obsession. I always wanted to write everything on index cards just to use them as flashcards. Bring a vacuum. If you want to bring a Swiffer or a broom or a mop. Let me go get my vacuum, because this vacuum is such a piece of shit, but it got the job done. This thing's dusty. I haven't used it since college, honestly. But okay, it's like this little thing. Bissell? Oh, they have the little green machine. I want to buy one of those. You don't need to buy an expensive ass Dyson, Shark, whatever type of vacuum, because you're literally vacuuming like this much of space. Handheld one, if you really wanted to do that. I considered it. Do I want to get on my hands and knees to vacuum my dirty floor? Probably not. My roommate just texted me because I asked her for recommendations. Over the door like hooks, but I never used over the door organizers, but you could also do that if you want to hold your shoes. Madison said she held her snacks in there. Bitch, how many snacks? She also recommended like a water purifier, which kind of smart. I never thought of that. I never used that. That sounds like some bougie shit, so go ahead, sis, get that purified water. Also recommended bringing pictures of family and friends and stuff like that. This bitch always had 500 pictures of her and her boyfriend. I had no pictures of me and my boyfriend that I didn't have. Any close friends from home, or like your mom or whoever, your dog, you can hang them up however you want. Put them on like a little cork board, do the little string light wall thing. Invest in decorations, room decor. Just get stuff so that it starts feeling like home. I mainly focused on getting like wall art just to make the walls look pretty and not just so plain. I think they were yellow. You can get a tapestry, however people pronounce that. Get command strips to hang up all your stuff. Avoid thumbtacks. I mean, they are small depending on how big the hole is, but they can leave little holes and you'll get charged at the end of the year for that, unless it's really small and it's not noticeable. Another thing, you're gonna need curtains and the rod for it. They should give you blinds. So basically it's like a rod that is rubber and will go inside like the window and stay there. Also a curtain, whatever color. I got the blackout curtains. I still have them in my room now. And I think the blackout curtains are good also to have, just because if you're trying to take that midday nap, It's dark now with the curtains. Something random that I wound up buying my freshman year because my roommate, again, the same one with the weed. Listen, I was not trying to be like the IUP police and tell my roommate, you can't smoke in the dorm room, so I never said anything. She'd be smoking when it's like 5 degrees outside, so she would literally have central airing and heat be like on 85 because she's directly next to the window and she's cold. So what I wound up buying, because it would be so fucking hot in our dorm room, and that's another thing, is that our air was connected to one little box that controlled both. So I ended up buying a little metal vent thing that went over the vent to block the air coming out, because bitch, you can always buy a fan too if you want one. I don't think they let you have space heaters, but I'm pretty sure you can bring a fan. Another thing you might want to buy is a mirror. I bought one. It was like a stand-up so I could take all of my dorm room selfies. You can always get an over the door one. Don't take an 8 a.m. I know we're talking about essentials. You might think you want to take that 8 a.m. and get it out of the way. You're gonna regret it unless you know you are a morning person that gets up at 5 o'clock and starts their day. I'm proud to announce I made it through college without taking 8 a.m. I think the only way I was able to pull it off was because I was taking online classes. I would go through and like look at the schedule for certain classes. I'll take that class in person and I'll take this 8 a.m. one online. Unless there is no other way for you to avoid the 8 a.m., don't take it. The earliest class I had was 9:30. So what I started doing my junior/senior year at 6 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym until like 7:30, go back home with my breakfast, and then I'd make it to class by 9:30, maybe 9:35. So 9:30 was the earliest I ever went, maybe 9:15 even, maybe even a 9 o'clock. Did I do a 9 o'clock? I feel like my English class was like 9 or 9:15. That was the earliest. Let me know if you guys have any questions about college or anything else you might want to bring or have questions about bringing throughout the summer before you are going into college, is to start picking up things here and there that you know you're gonna need. You aren't buying all this stuff at once. You can at least go into college with most of the stuff already purchased versus going to Walmart the weekend before college and everyone else and their mother is there. I mean, you're probably still gonna have to go to Walmart for like last minute things. Good luck if you are going to college this year. Yeah. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching.